Hello, preschoolers. My hand says hello, my hand says hello. Every time I see my friends, my hand says hello. Hola, my hand says hola, my hand says hola. Every time I see my friends, my hand says hola. Salam alaikum. My hand says salam alaikum. My hand says salam alaikum. Every time I see my friends, my hand says salam alaikum. Ni hao. My hand says ni hao. My hand says ni hao. Every time I see my friends, my hand says ni hao. Konnichiwa. My hand says konnichiwa. My hand says konnichiwa. Every time I see my friends, my hand says konnichiwa. Salam. My hand says salam. My hand says salam. Every time I see my friends, my hand says salam. Sin chao. My hand says sin chao. My hand says sin chao. Every time I see my friends, my hand says sin chao. Namaste. My hand says namaste. My hand says namaste. Every time I see my friends, my hand says namaste. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to school. Let's see what day it is. It is still February, February. Let's count the number of days. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And yesterday was Tuesday, February 9. So there's my number 9. And what comes after 9? That's right, 10. So today is February 10. February 10th. That's what we usually say. All right, so today is Wednesday, February 10. Can you say that with me? Today is Wednesday, February 10, or February 10th. Nice job. All right, let's sing our ABC song. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Let's do the letter sounds that we know. A says for apple. B says b for bear. C says k for cat. D says d for dog. E says for elephant. F says f for fish. G says g for goat. H says h for hat. I says I for iron. J says j for jar. K says k for key. L says l for leaf. M says m for moon. N says n for nest. O says for octopus. P says p for pig. Q says qu for quarter. R says r for rabbit. And S says for sun. Well, today I have a story to read to you. And this is a story about love. We're going to talk a little bit about love today. And in this story, there is a little girl who wants to know how much her mama loves her. The name of my story is Mama, Do You Love Me? Let's see what her mama says. From the beginning. Mama, do you love me? Yes, I do, dear one. How much? How much do you think her mama loves her? A lot? I love you more than the raven loves his treasure, more than the dog loves his tail, and more than the whale loves his spout. This bird is called a raven, and this kind of hole on the top of the whale's head that water comes out is called the spout. So I think that the whale really loves his spout and the dog loves his tail, but Mama loves her little girl even more than that. How long? The little girl wants to know how long Mama will love her. I'll love you until the umiak flies into the darkness, till the stars turn to fish in the sky. Can stars turn to fish? I don't think so. And the puffin howls at the moon. Wow, and the umiak, that boat that they're in, until it flies. I don't think those things will happen. I don't think the umiak will fly and the stars turn into fish. So I think that means that Mama will love her little girl forever and forever. Mama, what if I carried our eggs, our ptarmigan eggs, and I tried to be careful and I tried to walk slowly, but I fell and the eggs broke? Then I would be sorry, but still, I would love you. She knows that that was just an accident. And she's sad that the eggs broke, but she still loves her little girl. What if I put salmon, it's that fish up there, in your parka, and ermine, oh, those little animals, in your mittens, and lemmings, more animals, in your mucklucks. The mucklucks are Mama's boots. She's putting animals in her Mama's clothes. What if I did that? Then I would be angry. Mama does not like animals in her clothes. I don't think I would like that either. I think I would be angry too. What if I threw water at our lamp? Oh, and she put the lamp out. Then, dear one, I would be very angry. But still, I would love you. Can you be angry and still love someone? Yes, you can. Even if you're angry at them, you can still love them. What if I ran away? Then I would be worried. What if I stayed away and sang with the wolves and slept in a cave? Then, dear one, I would be very sad. But still, I would love you. What if I turned into a musk ox? There's the musk ox. Then I would be surprised. What if I turned into a walrus? Then I would be surprised and a little scared. What if I turned into a polar bear and I was the meanest bear you ever saw, and I had sharp, shiny teeth, and I chased you into your tent and you cried? Oh my goodness. Then I would be very surprised and very scared. But still, inside the bear, you would be you, and I would love you. I will love you forever and for always because you are my dear one. So we can have lots of different feelings. We can be angry, we can be scared, we can be worried. But even with all the different feelings that we have, we can still always, always love the people that we love. That love doesn't go away, even when we're angry or scared or sad or worried. Well, I thought that it would be fun to make I love you cards for someone that you love at home. Maybe your mom or dad who loves you always, or anybody else that you love. And so to make I love you cards, the first thing that we're going to need is a piece of white paper. And in order to make it into a card, I'm going to fold the white paper in half like this and make a crease. And now I have a card that I can open and close. And I'm going to use my markers to decorate the card. And I can even write a little message on the inside. But Another thing that I'm going to do to decorate my card, and you can do this if you want to, you don't have to. I am going to cut something out of red paper to put on the front of my card. So if you have some red, pink, purple, whatever color paper you would like to use in your school supply bag, you can get that. And to make the thing that I'm going to use to decorate, first I'm going to fold my red paper in half. And then I'm going to cut a special shape. So I have my scissors ready. And I'm going to start down right at the bottom at the corner where the fold is. And I'm going to cut away from the fold. Kind of making, whoops, I'll show you. I'm kind of making a little bit of a point. And I'm going to cut away. See my little point there? And I'm going to make a big round curve as I cut away. And then I'm going to cut back toward my fold line, still making a big round curve. And I'm cutting into my fold line, just like that. And there is my shape. What do you think it will be when I open it up? Should we see? Open it up. I have, do you know what that is? That's right, I made a heart shape. And hearts are a symbol for love. Sometimes people use hearts to show people that they love them. And I'm going to, forgot to buy glue at the store today, so I'm still going to use my tape. I'm going to tape the heart that I made onto the front of my card. And that will be the decoration for the front of my I Love You card. I made a pretty big heart for that card, didn't I? And then on the inside, I am going to write some words. So I'm going to start, my first word is spelled with the letter I. That says I. And my second word is spelled L-O-V-E. Do you know what that spells? L-O-V-E. And that says love. And here's my last word. Y-O-U. And Y-O-U spells you. I wrote I love you. And if you want to write that in your card for someone you love, you can do that. Or if you don't want to write anything and you don't want to cut out any hearts, you can just decorate your card with your markers and then give it to someone at home that you love. So that is a little homework project that you can do. And if you haven't done it already, in your school supply bag, you should be able to find your handwriting sheets for letter S and then practice making letter S. Letter S can be a little bit tricky. You kind of start at the top, make a curve going around, down, and then back up. Kind of like, almost like you start to make a letter C. You're curving around, and then you change your mind and go back. So practice making some letter S's on your handwriting sheet. And if you'd like to show them to us at our Zoom meeting, I would love to see them. That's all for today. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.